It's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 55.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 31 yards there and a first down.
40-40. That's definitely the way to get things started. That's the way it was drawn up in the locker room, in pregame, and everything. And they got it done right away, running the ball for a big game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Titans. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blamed the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley over the middle to Beckham. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Tackle made at the
next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Third down and
that was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
He's across
the cornerback. It's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
4 yards.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Tannehill. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on fourth down here. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the fourth down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Tackle made.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. To throw is Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. A shotgun handoff to Henry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe the sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Third down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore.
McSorley, 1st and 10. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
4 yards.
11 more on that one, and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
That's another Giants first down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is McSorley. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Giants 14. Titans 6.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this will make it into the end zone. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set them up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in the game.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
A pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. McSorley from the shotgun. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. 6-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Good for a Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Smith catches left side. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flush to his right. He'll run it, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick-6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick-6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick-6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison to the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow.
It got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and now it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. His throw incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash. This from 48. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Nifty running by Barkley there on 1st down. He scoots forward for 7 yards, sets him up nicely, 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run it again with Henry. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards there, a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a handoff to Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
35-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
3rd and 3.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to...
And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Going for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Rolling to his left. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Barkley. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
At their 48-yard line.
Third quarter of action, Super Bowl 55. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
On the tackle. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 14.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Ball carrier. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And he takes it into the end zone for a Giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, that was not quite the holy roller, partner. That was San Diego, Oakland. You might remember that in 1970.
Coaching in that holy roller game, wasn't he?
He certainly was, and he wanted to make sure that the call went his team's way, was out on the field and was told, yes, it's a touchdown. Now get back on the sidelines.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go into that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Tannehill throwing again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing again is Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. On the give, this is their fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st down, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. It's a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it, and that's in the area of a face mask, I think. And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Here's Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Good goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he loses the football a second time. And that might be Titan football. It is. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
That's good for a Tennessee Titan. The Titans take over 1st and 10. At the
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the gun. Here's Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Complete.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Titans capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
35. Titans 25.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they have been the better of the 2 sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And this is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A nice gain of 21 yards.
42-yard
Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41. They'll eat some clock with Freeman. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle, taken in, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now it's Tannehill. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 40.
Now Tannehill. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.